You're listening to Professor Amerson. Welcome to CJA 340, Criminal Justice and the Community. Good evening and welcome to CJA 340. I am Professor Amerson and I'll be your professor for the fall of 2020 session. I welcome you. I know that we are all going through some very difficult times in our society right now with the pandemic. So I just want to let you know that there's been some extended courtesies in this class. One of the things that you need to know is that the syllabus has been updated for your review. And the important thing to realize is that the week start date is on a Sunday. And typically you'll see me upload your work for the week on a Sunday most of the times. This could change, but typically it'll happen on Sunday. And in general, your assignments are due on Friday. That is an extension from what I usually do just because of the pandemic. And I realize that people are probably taking many more courses online and will need a great deal of flexibility. So you'll start your course work on Sunday and have it completed by Friday. Most things, with the exception of some exams, are not at a specific time so that you will be able to be successful and work around your family and work schedules. I have been in law enforcement for 28 years. I'm an assistant chief with the Los Angeles Airport Police. I've worked at that department for my entire career. And I am also a practicing attorney, practicing estate planning, and I do some nonprofit work, so I really enjoy working with the youth as well. I don't really get a chance to see you all in this course, and so since the pandemic has probably forced many more people to take a course online, I just want to make sure that you have some face to put with the name. If you have problems in the course, feel free to email me. You can email me directly, and typically I will respond back to you in about 24 hours and sometimes a lot sooner. In addition, if you look at the number on top of the syllabus, you'll see there's a phone number for me. You can try to call me there, but it is probably best if you try to text me using that number, and I should be able to respond to you a lot faster that way. The work that you will be receiving in the course will typically be via videos that have been uploaded through YouTube, and they will be actually on Blackboard, but you will also have some additional coursework or whatnot. I will typically give you either a link or something to go to if you need to reference other materials. I will often make reminders to you. However, I want to advise you, as is stated in the syllabus, that it's your responsibility to make sure that you have the due dates for your particular assignments. And paying attention to the syllabus will be a very important thing, because online learning is different for everyone. And some people are really good at it and very structured, and others, they really require the in-person contact. So to the extent possible, I'll make myself available to speak with you or talk to you via email if you need additional support in the class. However, it is my encouragement to you not to wait until the last minute, perhaps before we get to final exams or just before exams, before you really take that kind of interest in following up on some of the concerns or learning assistance that you may need, because I am here for you. The course material is due once Blackboard locks you out of the time slot. Blackboard time prevails. So if you haven't used Blackboard before, you'll want to make sure that you get your assignments in early. If you turn them in too late and the time lapses on Blackboard, you will have missed the assignment, and this assignment will not be allowed to be submitted. The same is true when it's time for you to take exams and quizzes. So you want to be very on point in terms of your technology. Make sure you test things out, particularly if you're going to be taking an exam, just to make sure your Wi-Fi is working properly, and also that your technology is working well with Blackboard. So do be sure to go in there and address any concerns that you have with the Blackboard technicians for that time, and also tell me via email if you have those concerns. So this week, what you'll be doing is you will be submitting your biographical profile. I have created a link, which is pretty much a Google form where you can just submit the information. That is going to be due by Friday. In addition to watching this video, you also have to turn in what I call a points to ponder. A points to ponder is really just a PowerPoint based on the chapter learning for that particular chapter that we're working on for the week. So for instance, for chapter 1, you'll have points to ponder chapter 1. You need to review or read the chapter, review any videos that I may have referenced for you in your syllabus and also on Blackboard. And then you will need to do research on anything that is in the points to ponder that has red text. So sometimes you'll find that there are no red text, so that means you don't have to do anything. However, if you find something in red text, that means I want you to review your textbook and also do some research online and find out about the particular thing that is in the red font, and then you will need to write some essay level work about it and submit it to the Turnitin link that's provided to you, which is usually going to be due on a Friday evening at 11:59 p.m. Blackboard time. This is pretty much the way that you will do the course throughout. You will also have some opportunity to engage with your classmates via discussion boards where I will write a prompt to you, ask you to answer that prompt question, and then you will also be required to respond to 2 of your other classmates so that there is some level of engagement between you and your classmates. This course does also require a research paper, 2 quizzes, 1 midterm, and 1 final exam. I know that's kind of a lot in a little bit of time, but I do want to make sure that we had some opportunity for you to have an understanding of how the class will work. So you are to look on Sunday, or you can look on Monday if you like, but typically I'll post around Sunday, and then you will have the week to get the work completed, which is an extension. Typically the week in this class would the work would only be given to you from Sunday to Wednesday, but because of the pandemic, I am going to extend that. That will also mean that I will not be given a lot of grace because it's a lot of time to get the work done. Anyway, I really look forward to working with each and every one of you. I know we're going to have some dynamic discussions. We have no choice, as today is a very different day for all of us in the wake of the death of George Floyd and racial inequality, injustice protest, as well as the pandemic, and just how that all affects our society, how it affects us just being together on this earth, and how it affects law enforcement moving forward. So I look forward to having that level of dialogue with each of you, and welcome again to 340.